Hello everybody, welcome to Minecraft on the Block. This is a Technic Pack 6 tutorial series. This one is, well, tutorial series is what I'm trying to make it. It's also just kind of a let's play, but it's definitely more tutorial than my other stuff has been. This one is going to be much more focused on how to do stuff and kind of just progressing through the Technic Pack and making the most of things, but also just in a fun way. It's not going to just be, you know, bang, 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 and we're not cheating. We're doing everything by the book, and it's been a lot of fun so far. So anyway, I'm super excited. Today is going to be a huge day. I have big plans. We're going to start working on our power issues. We're going to try to work on both Buildcraft and Industrial Craft 2 power issues. Those issues are going to be basically defined by the fact that we don't have enough power to run too much more than what we've got, although our power isn't really the problem. It's our storage right now. We just have to work on that. But anyway, we're going to need more power eventually anyway, and then we have really no Buildcraft power at all besides these redstone engines and a couple of combustion engines. So anyway, I'm going to gather some resources and prepare for this, and I just wanted to kind of introduce it, and then I'll be back and we'll start building. Alright guys, I'm back. I'm just finishing up refining some iron here. I've got a fair amount of refined iron and probably going to throw some copper in the macerator while we're working because we'll need some more of that. So the first thing I'm going to do today, I want to keep an eye on that so that the refined iron doesn't hold up the copper. One of the first things we're going to do today is make an airship. And I'm going to show you guys my plan with the airship. It is one of the things I've been wanting to make. I've made a couple of airships, not big ones. They can get a little glitchy, so there's that you have to think about. But it's definitely worth it. It's because it's just so cool. Now I'm not sure if what I'm going to want to do is even possible with an airship, but we're going to find out. So let's start by just making the airship controller, and I'll show you how this works. So airship controller is this one. Now there's a bunch of different controllers. There's an elevator controller and a ship controller and then the airship controller, and this one allows for full airship flight, and we'll talk about that. So I need wood, iron, and 3 levers. And I think I have everything I need for that, except for I need a couple more sticks. So I should be able to get 3 levers. And I think I have the wood and iron, so it should be, those go up top. And I think it's something like this, if I remember the 2 seconds ago. It's not? How's that possible? I'm not sure why this doesn't seem to work. Oh, it's like that. When I go back to this, it clears my project table, so I'm not sure why that is. Anyway, iron, wood, and the 3 levers. Airship controller. Bam. We're extremely excited about an airship controller. Now, the reason I'm doing an airship controller on the episode where we're going to be making power is because I've always wanted to basically make a mobile oil derrick. And the whole point of this thing is going to be to gather oil and ship it back. We're also going to get into teleport pipes. Oh, there's a full-grown... We're going to go get Corny the unicorn real quick. Sorry. I have to do it because we're going to need one to breed, and we might as well since it's just sitting right there. So this is one of our little oil spawns that I was talking about. I found another one over by one of those villages. Alright, let's see. Corny. That's about as corny of a name as you can get. Let's throw a saddle on Corny and ride her back to... You can see that she goes really fast, but she does not fly. I need to put a gate on this thing too. In fact, let's do that right now. I keep putting a fence back up and breaking my way out. So we could take our philosopher's stone, hit C, and now we've got a transmutation table. Or not a transmutation table, I'm sorry, a crafting area. I believe this is the gate. Yep, there we go. So... just so we don't have to keep doing that when we fly back in. It's easy when you're riding them to jump over and get in, but it's not as easy to get out. Okay, sorry, that was totally a little sidetrack, but we are going to now, this is going to be our starting spot for, it's not even a good starting spot. I was going to say for our building our airship, but it's going to have to do for now. So here's how we do this. I don't have a lot of wood either. I'm going to have to chop down some wood. Let's go ahead and get some trees. That's what these were made for anyway. I've been planting them back, just throwing them down. I don't even put any bone meal on them or anything, just let them grow. And then when I get the big ones, I'll probably leave them because I like the look of these bigger trees. But these are just for the purposes of gathering wood. And then when they start dropping saplings, we'll come back and get them. So, and this one seems like it's actually dropping. It's just this one's a weird design. It's kind of cool. I like that one. All right, sorry about that. Let's see, wood. Let's just take all the wood we can get for now. So we're going to start with just a very simple design. Let's see. I just feel like there's got to be a better place to do this. Maybe on top of my... I wonder if that would be a good place to build. On top of the power station. That might be a good place. Oh, right here. This is perfect. Okay. This is where we'll build. All right. So I'm just going to start with a very basic 3, 4, 5, right? 5 by 5. I'm going to start with that. I'm not sure if we're going to expand or not. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, let's go 7 here. That looks good. And then what I usually do in the back is a little stair. We'll do that. So this is going to be very basic. And we're going to want to put some rails on so we don't fall off. That's something that always happens. So let's see. See how many we can get. Not enough, I'll tell you that. Fencing is expensive to make, as far as wood goes, I guess. That might be enough for now. And let's just make one stair, which we might have inside, but make ourselves 4 of them real quick. And then I usually just take this, stick it right there. I'll usually put a fence gate over that as well. So a couple of things with airships, they can be a little scary because you can fall off of them, among other things. In fact, what I'm going to do is go like that. And then, let's see, we're going to need more of those. And it's getting dark, so I'm going to have to sleep. Let's see. So if we have enough to just finish this out real quick, I'll show you, give you a quick tour of how this works. I'll just take all we got. Let's finish this out. We'll get some more wood if we need it. That's probably good enough. Alright. And I didn't leave myself enough. Yeah, I did. Enough sticks to make. Oh, what I didn't do is leave enough wood. Need one more piece of wood. Well, we'll make a gate later. And then we're going to take this and put the airship controller right here. Alright. So that is our airship controller, and we now have an airship. Now let me go, before we start flying, let me go get some more supplies. We'll just take this for a quick spin, and then I'll bring it back and show you the next steps. Alright guys, I'm back. And we've got another rainstorm, and it's dark, and there's monsters out, so we're not going to go out right this second. It's become apparent to me that we need something else. The next thing we need to get is a transmutation tablet. It's very important. We're going to use that because things like ender pearls, not very expensive, something we could get. We could transmute things into an ender pearl pretty easily, but the problem is that we have to go out and find endermen, which on a night like, so I was decided I was going to do that because I wanted to make one more really cool special thing today, which is a portal gun, which is something we'll need to get around quickly. So anyway, yeah, so the problem being that without a transmutation table, I've got to hunt down all this stuff, and it's something we're going to need quickly anyway, so we're going to make one. So we're going to do transmutation tablet, and we're going to do this version. There's also this version, but you'll notice the difference is these are dark matter blocks around the edge, and for this one it's just obsidian. So we need obsidian, smooth stone, and philosopher's stone. Our philosopher's stone doesn't actually get used up in this process. So we just need 4 obsidian, which we only have 1. Am I going to have that much luck to where I only get 1 piece of obsidian? I may only have 1 piece of obsidian. Oh, I've got 3 pieces of obsidian. Okay, so I've got to go get a a couple more pieces of obsidian. I think what I'm going to do, I'm just going to run down. I know where there's some obsidian, and I'm going to go get it, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm back. I got the obsidian. I'm running out of food. That's my biggest problem right now. So let's see. We're going to make this, so smooth stone. Let's see if we can... Whoops. Let's see if we can get it here. What did I do? There we go. Like I said, it doesn't actually use up your Philosopher's Stone. It just puts it back in your crafting area. And that leaves us with 6 obsidian left over, which we can now transmutate if we like. And so we want to take a few things. I'm going to show you just a couple of things. We're going to do the ender pearl right now. So let's see. We need to find a nice place for this. It's kind of a pain because you can't put it on the wall or anything. It's a really awkward piece of equipment. Let's see. Where would be the ideal place to put it? Maybe put it right by the front door. It's not a big deal. We can move it later. Let's put it right here for now. Oh wow, it's nice and thin now. I forgot. They thinned it. So we could actually put it on a block. Let's see, before I get it attached to it there, let's put it on another block. I like putting it on a piece of obsidian, but the problem with that is that let's put it on a wood block. It doesn't look as cool. Yeah, it's fine. Let's do this. Let's put it right by the front door. Alright, looks definitely better like that than on the floor, I think. Okay, so the transmutation table, the way this works is everything has an EMC value. If I put a piece of obsidian in here, we'll see it learned it. You have to have put something in there the first time before you can transmute it. You can see that it's worth 64 EMC. And you can see that a piece of cobblestone is worth a single EMC. So it takes 1 stack of cobblestone to equal a piece of obsidian. Now let's see, what does this equal? 1,024, that's a lot for an ender pearl. But at least we've learned it, so if I need to make an ender pearl, I can take something worth quite a bit, like a stick of gold, for instance. I'll show you that. And I'll take 1 diamond just so we can start having it learn some of this stuff. We take a piece of diamond, and you can see it's worth 8192. And we can grab any of this stuff if we wanted to transmute a diamond. Gold is worth 2048, so we can get a couple of ender pearls out of a piece of gold. So now we can use that kind of thing whenever we need to. So I needed 2 ender pearls, or 3 total ender pearls. So let's do this. Let's take a piece of iron. I'll show you what, or a couple pieces of iron. A lot of times iron, since it's more abundant, so it's 256, right? So if I put 3 in, I get 768. That's not going to be quite enough. Let's grab a couple more. You can see if we put... Those are iron, yep. 1 more. That gives us 1,024, and we can get our ender pearl out of that. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll grab our ender pearl, and we've just transmuted 4 pieces of iron equal an ender pearl. So that's good to know. Alright, now, we're going to end up using a lot of diamonds in this episode. The portal gun is something I definitely wanted to make. We need a few iron ingots, a diamond in it. Okay, so that recipe is going to be interesting. Let's see. Something like that. Oh wow, we remembered. Okay, that gives us a portal gun. That is our first portal gun. Now this is really cool. I've never actually used one, but I've always wanted to. Okay, so I'm going to put the orange portal there, and oh no, I'm replacing the orange portal. Now how do I switch to the blue portal? Oh, left click and right click. So see how you can see us. You can see the back of us through the portal. So when we step through, we come out the other side. So that's the portal gun, and then to close it, you shift. No, what do you do? I'm not sure how to close it. Let's see. Do we have anything in the controls list? let's see, C or V or R or something. R closes it. Okay, good to know. All right, so we can use that, and then we're going to get actually a little more clever with this thing. What we'll probably do, we'll do something like we'll put an orange portal down here, and then we can go. Whoops. Okay, so put an orange portal down. We'll go out here. We'll be messing around out there doing whatever it is we're doing, and then we'll decide that okay, we want to get back home. Throw a blue portal, and we'll come back, and then we can just close down those portals. Okay, so that's what we'll do initially. What we'll do next is we'll get a portal spawner, which takes 2 diamonds, an ender pearl, and iron, which we probably won't do right away, but we can put that on the wall then right here. We can put a chunk loader at our house to make sure that our house is always loaded no matter where we are, and then we'll put a wireless transmitter underneath, and that will allow us to use a wireless transmitter signal to wirelessly activate that portal spawner, and then we'll have it activate an orange one, and then we'll throw a blue one down, and we'll be good to go. So that is the way that works. Let's see. Yeah, let me get my thoughts back together and make sure that I know what we're doing here. We're still cooking up some copper, so let's put that in here. I just don't even remember what all we were doing. Oh, well, one of the first things that we need, I know for a fact, is an alloy furnace. So that is easy to make. We take 9 pieces of brick. Actually, I'm sorry, 8 pieces of brick. And just like a regular furnace, except for we use brick and we get an alloy furnace. So that's something we're going to use before too long. We're going to be using that to make bronze. And you've seen the way to make bronze dust. So let's see. Oops. When I hit Z, it pulls up that menu no matter if I want it to or not. Okay, so bronze. We can make bronze ingots by either, let's see, does it give us the other option? No. So it's bronze dust. Bronze dust is made in this way with crafting. The other thing you can do, though, is, let's see, we're going to be doing things like a filter. And does that take bronze? No, it's not the filter, it's the, is it the deployer? Might not be any of these things. I think I'm thinking of the wrong one. Pump, maybe? Let's see. That one's going to be easy to make. Well, I'm not exactly sure what it was I was just looking at that was going to need a piece of bronze, but I know we're going to. And we're also going to need blue alloy and red alloy and stuff like that. So we will, this furnace will come in very handy. So I'm going to place that down. For now, I think I'm just going to put it right here. And we will use it pretty soon. There's our 18-minute mark. All right, let me go get my act together and sleep through the night, and we'll take our airship for a ride and start the next step. Alright guys, I'm back. I slept through the night, and let's go check this out. So the first thing we're going to do is just check out the airship so that you guys get to see what it is like in case this doesn't work the way it's supposed to. Alright, and nice, got some skeleton death going on. I hate to do it because I'm not into killing cows. Usually I try to leave so I can breed them, but I need food bad. You can see I'm almost dead, I just realized that. So we got a few pieces of meat. Oh, yeah, don't need that. That means that we didn't get this. Gotta go get that. We'll cook this up real quick. In fact, that was something I needed to solve, the food problem. So I'm sorry to keep doing this, but I will be right back. Alright, there we go. Temporary solution. Got a couple pieces of beef and full health, or full... Huh. See that big block in the sky? Not sure what that was from. Might be the portal gun. Once you get portal guns going, there's no telling what kind of weirdness you'll see. So, let's get on with it. I made a gate just so that we don't walk off this thing or jump and happen to fly off. So what I usually do is put a gate right back here, like that, so we can open it up, get on and off, we're good to go. Okay, so the way this works is we right-click on this, and it found a craft of size 56. Okay, So that's our craft. You can kind of see how it's become lighter than the wood, the rest of the wood. It's just a different, it's activated now. Lighting and things are different, and so we're basically no longer a part of the world as we were. So what we're going to do is we are going to attempt to fly this thing. It's been a while, but I believe I do plus and minus on the number pad. So you can see my ascent rate is 1 now. So it's just going to keep going up at the ascent rate. There we go. Phasing through solids is the achievement that I got. So up we go. We're going to go up again. Ascent rate of 2 just to get us going a little bit quicker. And man, we've got weirdness going on with the skies. I don't know if that's, I don't know what that's from. I don't know if that's because we had a portal going in the world. I might have to exit and come back in. Maybe that's why they don't put the portal gun in here. Alright, so we've basically cleared our buildings, so let's clear our ascent rate, which I believe we set to 0. How do we do that? Well, I know we can hit negative, so that'll clear our ascent rate. And now we can turn. So yaw rate is 5, and that's just the 6 on the key on the number pad, so you use the numbers to do that. And you can lower your yaw rate, and then we can start going forward a little bit. So our yaw rate and our speed are both 3 now. And then let's go up 3. Start to straighten it out. So there's really a little bit of a... And then you get 0 and everything just stops. Or 5. 5 is what stops everything. The keypad 5. Look, there's a zombie right there. That's hilarious. Oops, I was trying to zoom. That's pretty cool. Alt-Control, the alternate control key, will zoom in. There's a zombie spawned in that tree. That's hilarious. Okay, so anyway, that's what this is for. Now, what we could do is we can fly this thing over here, and we could go over by this oil, and we could set it down. And if, now here's my thinking at least, what I've always wanted to do, if we had a pump and some oil tanks, we could, we don't even need oil tanks. What we need is a pump and, in theory, just a pump and, what am I trying to say? And item teleport pipe, waterproofed item teleport pipes. We could get ourselves basically an oil derrick that is mobile, so that we could pump oil straight out of the ground or lava or anything. Basically just a pump ship, which I think would be awesome. So that's what I'm going for. What I usually do is jump up on this thing like that. That helps me to guide it in a little bit. Remember, hitting 5 will just kind of center the whole thing. And now what we're going to do is we're going to take this thing down, maybe. Let's go forward just a hair. And then let's take her down. So this thing, I just have a blast. I think this is the coolest thing in the world. It can be a little bit hard to manage and land, but we'll create a cool docking station for it once we get going. And once we're down, we're going to rejoin it to the world is basically how this works. So we right-click again and craft rejoining to the world, and now it's just a piece of the world. Now you can see that it didn't take any of the world with it. Everything should be good. So here's the idea. I'm going to build a mining pump, and, well, I'm going to build a mining well, and then I'm going to build a pump out of that. And we're going to try to attach it and see if we can get kind of a setup. And oh, we'll also have power teleport pipe that will use power from our combustion engines to power the well, which will then in turn power the combustion, or power the refineries, which will be back here at our power station. So I know that's a lot of craziness, but we'll talk about it. So let me go ahead and get a couple of things ready. We need a pump, so I'm going to go ahead and make this. I'm going to make the pump, and then I need 2 more combustion engines. I have 1 in here. I'm going to make 2 more of those, and just get a couple of things ready for this process, and then I'll be back once I have that, and we'll go test out the rig. Alright guys, got most of what I need to get the pump going. So you can see we need iron ingots, iron gear, iron pickaxe. The iron pickaxe has to be completely unbroken, so we're going to need that, the iron gear, the iron pickaxe, and then iron along the sides, I believe. Yep, there we go. Now we got a mining well, and then a mining well to a pump is easy. We just take one of these things, which is like that, and that is a tank. You take 1 tank. Let's see, how do we clear this thing? I gotta remember that. Take a tank and a mining well, and we get a pump. Okay. Now, a couple of things. I taught my table glass because it's nice to just throw anything on there that you ever might need, and teach it leather even in case we need it. Just throw stuff on there because it's always nice to be able to quickly make it. I don't think you can teach it like, I'm pretty sure it has to be fairly simple objects. So we're going to need a couple more tanks, so I was just going to teach it real quick and see if it can learn a tank. Nope, it just spits it right back out. So tanks can't be learned. There are some things, though, especially equivalent exchange items, that can be learned. So we're going to make, right now, 4 of these tanks. That's good enough for now. Okay. So we've got our pump. One of the things we're also going to need are teleport pipes, and we're going to need teleport pipes of all kinds of different shapes and sizes. We're going to want waterproof, power, and item. And item is, the only reason we want item in this case is because item is the base for waterproof, as you can see, and also the base for power. Now, I know I need some waterproofing, and I think I have, I hope I have some cactus green. I thought I had cactus. If I don't, that's going to be ridiculous. I guess I do not have cactus. So let me go chop down some cactus, and I'll be right back. I guess I just went and chopped down some cactus really quickly. So something that we always do is just teach our transmutation table about it in case. And we're also going to then take this and smelt it down, and it's going to cook down to cactus green, which we will then take, and I believe we just turn that straight into pipe waterproofing 1-to-1. So I'll actually grab a piece of cactus green out of there. It's nice to just have all of this stuff in there. So 8 EMC for cactus green, which is probably what a cactus is. So you can't teach it waterproof, so we'll just have to go with cactus green. And I'll just make a couple of those right now. We'll go get the rest of it, but let's make all that into cactus green. And then, so yeah, the waterproof teleport pipe is that, and power teleport pipe is just redstone, but they're both combined with item teleport pipe, which is diamond, gears, and glass, and we get 8 of them. So those things are not cheap. We are going to need, for diamond gears, I believe I have my diamonds downstairs, as usual, not on me. We're going to need a total of, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 of those, right? So, actually, let's bring those upstairs with us. I don't know if I actually brought them with me. I didn't. Okay, never mind. I always do that. Okay, so we're going to need a total of 2 gears, right? And we're going to get them all the way up to diamonds. So we'll start with wood, go to stone, and then iron, like that, and then gold. So you can see these get to be a little bit expensive, these power teleport pipes, and then finally diamond. So we're going to need to get a quarry going pretty soon, which is part of the reason we're doing this whole thing. Get some power going and get some oil and all that stuff. So to make the item teleport pipes, we just need the glass and the diamond gears. So we've got the diamond gears. The hard part is done. And a piece of glass, and that's going to give us item teleport pipes. And then we're going to take 2 of those and make them waterproof, like that. And we're going to take 2 of them and make them power. And there we have it. And then we'll just take the rest of them with us. And I need to do a little cleanup here as far as my items go. So let me do that, sleep through the night, and then we'll go try out our theory over there on the oil well, or the pump. Alright guys, I'm sure I forgot something, but I'm at least ready to go for the short term. So let's go see what kind of trouble we can get in. I'm going to have to put a pressure plate for this door to automatically close. That's another thing Direwolf 20 does that I find to be excellent. Alright, I need to take care of this wolf because he will cause problems. And we don't want that. So, now, we should be able to do a couple of things. I was thinking a couple of different ways we could go about this. It would be kind of cool to have like a lever where you could deploy the pump boom or whatever, like to have a piston that would push the pump out, and we could get all clever about it. I think I'm not going to get that clever to start with. I think what I'm going to do is just attach the pump. I think it will be, I don't want that. I think I'm just going to attach the pump right here. I think this would be the easiest thing to do. Let's see. I'm just trying to think how this is going to work, if it will actually let me do this, if I did something like that. This is why it's a little difficult, because I'm just not sure what's going to work or not work. The problem there being, well, no real problem, I guess. Let's see, what if I take this off? And we do, I'm just trying to think about this. Alright, so we're going to want power teleport pipe, because we're going to need power to go to this thing. So we'll stick that there. Oh, and we need a wrench for this. Whoops. Let me go do that real quick. We need a wrench, a special kind of wrench. Let me see if I can remember how that works. That is the Buildcraft wrench. I believe that is this wrench. Yep, so a stone gear and iron. I think I can actually pull that off with what I've got. So we need one wood gear, stone gear, and then I can't because I didn't bring any iron. But that's okay. We've got iron and we can do this quickly. You need the wrench so that you can set the frequency on that pipe, I believe. I hope I'm right about that. Gear, something like that. There we go. That's our Buildcraft wrench. Let's go check that out. So that's the way these teleport pipes work, basically on a frequency. So you, just like with wireless redstone, you right click and we say we want that on frequency 1 and we want to can receive true. But I'm going to switch it to false for now so that we don't automatically get power when we're not ready for it. And then the other thing we're going to want is the the waterproof teleport pipe on this. Basically, I think we just want to pump directly out of this thing into the wherever we're going. So we're going to do 1 and can receive will be false because it will be sending. So then I think I can do something like this, just kind of seal that off. That's going to be our pump area, and if I can align that above the oil, we'll be pumping. And then we'll have to have, alright, let's go see. You know what I need real quick? I need a bucket of oil, and it's quicker to run over and get it than it is to fly over. So I will be right back. Alright, I'm back. I got myself a bucket of water, and what we're going to do is take this. This will be an interesting process. I think I have levers, but make one real quick. Okay, where are we going to do Buildcraft power? I think we're going to do Buildcraft power right over here. So I'm going to put that down. I'm going to put the lever down. What we really need is a wireless redstone remote to allow us to turn this on and off so that it won't be running and wasting energy while we're flying over there. But I'm not going to deal with that right now. The next thing we're going to do is we need a wooden, I believe we need a wooden redstone pipe. So let me craft one of those up real quick. In fact, I think I have wooden piping somewhere, maybe downstairs. Might as well use it. There we go, wooden transport pipe. Grab some cobblestone just in case. I think all we're going to do, let me think about this for a second. Wooden conductive pipe. I think that's what we want for that. In fact, I think we need wooden waterproof pipe. Oh man, what did I do with my, to come out of the come out of the pump. I don't think you can just come straight out into the pipe like I was doing. So let me go ahead and get that. I got to find some more pipe waterproofing real quick. I'll be right back. Okay, I have my you need actually 2 wooden waterproof and 2 wooden conductive. And that's going to basically let us come out of the engine. So let me see if I get this right. I'm pretty sure this is right, but it could be wrong. I think I need 1 there, and then power teleport pipe on top of that. Right there. So I think once we get this going, that's going to send power up to the power teleport pipe, which will then send it here. And I don't think you can connect. Well, let's find out. I don't think you can connect these directly. I think I'll need to put a wooden pipe in between them, because I think you have to, but it might not be the case. It might be that you can with those. So I have the 4 tanks. Right now I'm just going to set those up in here, and I'm probably just going to put them, so you don't want to have to redo this too often, at least. Where's the refinery going to go? The refinery will probably be along this wall. So I think I will do the tanks like 1, 2, and then 1, 2. These will be the oil, and these will be the fuel. That's not going to work, is it? Let's do this. We'll do the oil here. Yep, so we'll do oil here, and we'll make these bigger eventually, but we'll have 2 tanks. In fact, if I was smart, I would just do a single one for now. So we're going to do, oh well, it is another one of those long videos. 1, 2, okay, and then I think I'm going to come in, I think I'm going to do this below. I'll feel more comfortable if I do this below ground, I believe. Let's see. Hopefully we don't get blown up here. If I were to take the wooden waterproof pipe, put it there, and the waterproof teleport pipe, and put it there, and this one we want to set to receive true on frequency 1. So we're using frequency 1 for our oil transport on the conductive, and we're using frequency 1 for our power transport on the conductive and the waterproof. I believe that will work, but I could be wrong. Let's see. Let's see how we do. If not, we'll have to come back to it. And then we can clean that up a little bit. Okay, I think that should work. So this, if we were to put some oil in it and a couple of buckets of water just to make sure she doesn't blow on us. And it's dark once again, so it would be best if I slept so that we don't have to worry about any of that. So let me do that. I will sleep, and we'll be right back, and we'll give this whole thing a try. I know it's getting long. I apologize. Thanks for hanging with me. Alright guys, I'm back, and I was just going to teach my table cooked beef, which is worth 64 EMC, so that way we can at least get some more if we need it, because we will probably need it. So let's see. This could be an epic failure, but I'm hoping that we have more luck than that. I just don't know. So let's go. My concern I have, well, I mean, I have a lot of concerns. One, that I didn't really do the conductive pipe stuff right. This needs to be turned on. So that's on, and it's sending power now. You can see it's sending its power out that way. And this is, did I set this one? I may not have set this one. Nope, it needs, yeah, connected pipes 1, frequency 1. Connected pipes 0. Can receive is false. Oops, need my wrench. Don't throw that away. There we go. Okay, and let's go see. This one, maybe I just never set this to the correct. This one should be frequency 1. So it's connected. And can receive, we will set it to true, assuming all this goes well. So that's what I was afraid of. Well, it's still there, and all of our pipe is gone. Alright, so maybe in that case maybe we just need to take the pipes off while we're moving. Or maybe just take the whole thing off and set it up when we get there. That's too bad. So those pipes didn't live through that. Let me see. Let me do some thinking here and I'll be right back. Alright guys, after much pain and suffering, I'm back. And I can't even tell you how many times I recorded and stopped recording and whatever because things were going poorly. But you can see this tank is filling up with water, and it is filling up with water from this pump. And it is taking power. You can see the power pulsing like that, and the power is pulsing from this. Now, the things I can tell you are that at one point I had a wooden conductive pipe here, and when I would put this power transport pipe on top and set true, receiving true, the whole thing would crash. It would do a saving chunks error. I could also not get it to a point where this was consistently working. So, well, it wasn't working at all actually. So I was never getting power well. So anyways, the concept is right now. So I should be able to set this to false. That'll stop taking power. In a second, the internal energy of this machine will wear out and the pipe will drain, and then we'll be good. And so I think I can just break these pipes, get rid of all the water, and then replace them. In fact, I probably better break that one as well. And replace it. And then there we go. Now we should be able to test out the theory that this thing would work on... It's still pulling water. Anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to get rid of all of this and put it back in. So a couple of things. You have to have, yeah, so I think because I can't remember what all I actually did on camera and what I didn't, I'm putting a chest down here. I'm going to put the pieces that I need. I need a wooden conductive pipe, a golden conductive pipe, a waterproof teleport pipe, and a waterproof, is that right? Yeah, actually I don't need the wooden conductive pipe. So these are the things that I will need to make this thing run when I replace it somewhere. So you can see that the thing filled back up with water. We can't have that because we'll wonder why things aren't working. So let's see, let's kill this again. I guess it took what little was left in there. Let's hope that was the case. There we go. That should be fine. And this one should still be set to receiving. Yep. And this one's still pumping out some... And also this was flickering and weirdly. It was almost like if I didn't replace it, it wasn't sending out enough power. You can see now it's kind of flickering. Let's get over there before this gives us a problem. So here's what I'm going to do. I think I'm actually even going to take this off. I'm going to pull the pump itself. So this is not going to be, until I get this worked out, it's not going to be really that efficient. There's not much point doing it the way I'm doing it as opposed to just running over there, except for that I have an airship and I can fly around. That's maybe the one cool thing. But anyway, I'm going to go over to the oil, get set up, and I will be right back. Alright, apparently I wasn't even recording that whole time when I was just setting this up and talking about it. So this has been a comedy of errors. It's been about a 3-hour ordeal trying to get this going. So let me just tell you what I've done real quick. I got set up right over the top of an oil spout. I wasn't sure about the other one that was closer to the house, so I went with this one. This oil spout starts right there, and you can tell just because it comes up out of the ground. It's a decent size. It's not huge. The higher they spray, the bigger they are. But anyway, one of the things I think I found out is that you don't want these right next to each other. So if this one was going up and that one was just coming out the top or even going up, it creates kind of a loop. And I think even though they're not of the same type, I think it creates a problem. From what I read, I think that's the issue. So now I have this one actually set to receiving true. It's on frequency 1 receiving true. There's no power coming through because I think I turned the power off back at the house. So let me run back there real quick. This has been, like I said, just a comedy of errors, and then I will be back over here in a second. Alright guys, yeah, I hadn't turned this back on for whatever reason. So now it is back on, and it is transmitting on 1. Now the question is, will we get any oil? And I just don't know. And if we don't, I don't know why. I would think that that should be working. That's interesting. I wonder if that has anything to do with it. I should probably exit and come back in. Let me do this while I got you with me, and then we will do it. This is going to be a super long video, and again, I apologize because we're not getting what we wanted to get done, but I really don't want to leave you hanging. So we're going to create a chunk loader block. That is going to take iron and lapis, and I think I have all that. So let's get a piece of lapis and surround it with iron. We get 4 of them. That's probably a good enough start. And then let me exit out, run back over there, and set the chunk loading block up so that when we, in fact, actually, we'll put one of them over here. At least right here. There's one. And I think we hit, what, F9 to see the chunks that are loaded now? So you can see what chunks will be loaded as a result of that. So that one, this one that we're standing in, and is that it? And this one, so very strange kind of, let's put another one here just to be safe. And then we F9 off and on again. And now we're getting more. So then I'll run back over there and put a chunk loading block over there, restart the game, and see if that is going to help us get some actual oil running. I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm back, and it doesn't actually look like anything useful is going on here, but I think it is. I think this thing is receiving, it doesn't look like it's receiving power. So I exited and came back. I put a chunk loader here and over there, and it's definitely draining, and there's oil going into the pipes. I just don't know if it's going anywhere, or if it is, where it's going. So you can see that we've taken the top off this thing. I'm not sure why that's not working. This is set to receive true, so I don't see any power. It could be that the let's do this. It could be that the oil has run out back at the other place, so it's about to get dark. I'm going to run back there and I'll meet you over there. Alright guys, well you can see the problem. This ran out. It actually did transport a little bit of water. There's oil waiting underneath it. I grabbed some oil on the way over, so I should be able to throw that in there. That'll start this thing running. If I break this and get rid of that and replace it, we should see that start to fill up with oil. So after a lot of work, it actually seems like it might be doing what it's supposed to do, except now there's water. Is there water? Nope. There it goes. It just has to move down, so it gets a little bit of oil, moves down, gets a little bit of oil, moves down. So as long as until it gets down there where it's actually working in a big pool of oil underground, it's going to just kind of slowly do this. But at least now we are pumping oil over distance. And as soon as we get a little bit of oil in here, we'll get a refinery going, and we'll use the same power to power a refinery. And then that refinery, I'll set up probably 3 of these to start. That refinery will start turning this oil into fuel, and then we'll be using fuel instead of oil, and our efficiency will go through the roof. So the question will be now, when I exit and come back, is this actually going to continue to work? But we've definitely made progress. So I appreciate you guys sticking with me. I know this was a pain and it was a long video, but I think we have the concept down, and I think it will actually work. So I'm gonna sleep through this night, try to survive without getting my house knocked down by one of these ogres, and we'll be back and expand this concept a little bit more in the future. So anyway, I appreciate you watching. If you enjoyed it, thumbs up. Leave comments. I know there's going to be a lot of them on this one. I respond to all of them, so I read every one. I appreciate your viewership, and I'll talk to you guys soon.